Hello everyone, thanks for tuning back into my channel. My name is Nakia and welcome to Nurse It Nakia. If you are new here, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm pretty sure you've heard about my channel from somebody already on YouTube. But if this is your first time tuning in, I want to say welcome and thank you for joining us. It has been a minute since I've been in front of this camera. I think when I was looking on my phone on my YouTube Studio app, the very last video that I made for you guys was on July 9th of this year. Guys, that is what? 5 whole months. I was like, wow, I didn't even know it had been that long. But guys, I'm back. I'm happy to be back. I just wanted to come on here and give you guys an update about me and my health. And as you can see, my hair is back. I'm so happy. It's not back 100%, but gradually every day I can see more and more hair and I can see more and more gray. But it's okay. I'm just thankful to have hair, period. So if this is if this is your first time ever tuning into my channel, I will upload some more videos about my health. But I am a breast cancer fighter. And guys, right now I'm having a hot flash. These hot flashes are the devil. And I hope you guys can still hear me. This is just one of my little friends that's gonna be with me, I guess, till I'm clear from everything, which I'm claiming to be free of this C word in 2026. I'm claiming it. Because by his stripes, I am healed. But, okay. The very last video that I made for you guys, I was going over everything that had transpired up until the video before that. So, if I can piggyback a little bit, I think the last thing that I hit on was I had my surgery. So, if you're new here, I'm a breast cancer fighter, and it is in my lymph nodes on my right breast. So I had the surgery. It went well. The healing process, everything went perfectly. I did have to come home with one drain. Thank God it was only one, because with that one drain, I felt disgusting. It was a lot. You had to drain it ever so often, and I felt like a daggone cow, guys. It was just, it was so gross to me. But thank God I had my husband right beside me. He was helping me through everything, because I couldn't have done everything that he was doing, to help me throughout the process. So that's my dog right there. So I just thank God for him and, for all of my family for just being there throughout all of this. So after I had the surgery, everything went well. I had my post-op, everything was healing perfectly. And then it was time to start radiation. And guys, radiation was a breeze. I only had to have, I think it was 5.5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks total. And I had to go Monday through Friday. So if you count that up, that was what? 5 times, I must just say 6 weeks. So 5 times 6, that was 30 radiation treatments. Phew, that was a lot. That was a lot. But each day, the radiation treatment was like maybe 10 or 15 minutes. It only depends on how quickly you can go in there. Well, I'm not going to say quickly. How efficiently you can lie on the table. Hopefully, you'll be in the same position every day because of how your mold is made. And, before everything was done, I had the very first day, I'll piggyback a little bit. The very first day of radiation, no radiation was given. I just had to go in there. I had to lay on this bean bag. It was like a huge bean bag that they had on the table. And that's what made my mold of my body. From, me putting my hands above my head and, it just molds my arms behind my head, and it molds all the way down to about to the middle of my back. And so that shape, it holds. So the next day when I come in, I'm ready for radiation. And so I just lay back on that same mold, It has my initials and everything on it, so it's mine. Nobody else lays on it. I lay back down on it, and they already had the little markings all over me. So that's where the radiation will hit each part of those markers. So like I said, everything went smoothly. It was one particular day that I went in, and the visit was longer than 15 minutes. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? She said, don't worry about it. She said, sometimes things, move out of place, or, they don't have things set up right. Anything can happen. These are machines, they make mistakes too. So, they were like, hey, we're just going to call this day a fluke. Came in the very next day, everything lined up correctly. I was in and out in 15 minutes. So if you know someone who's going through that, and they've had some off days, that's why. But it's nothing that they are doing, or it's nothing that you are doing. It's just the way the machines are lining up. Anyway, so I had to do 6 weeks of that. Everything went smoothly. Went in, lied on the table, got everything straight, and those 6 weeks went by fast. The last 2 weeks of the radiation, it was even shorter than 15 minutes. I think I lied on the table maybe 5 to 10 minutes, because that's what we call a boost. And that's where they take all of your stickers that they had on you from the start. They take those off and they make new markings, but they're in different spots. So it's less stickers that they have to put on. And then once I lied on the table with that, 10 minutes tops maybe, I was out. When they came back in, they were like, okay, Nakia, you're done. I was like, I'm done. And they were like, yeah, you're done. She said, the boost is much quicker. You're not on the table as long as the previous treatments. So I was like, okay. So all in all, radiation compared to chemo was a breeze. Now, I've heard some people say it's opposite. It was opposite for them. But hey, everybody's situation is different. Everybody's C is different. So the treatments are going to be different. My aunt, she had the same thing I had. I don't know if it's the exact same kind, but we had some of the same doctors and stuff over there at the cancer center. And her layout was different. I don't even know if she started out with chemo. I think she may have started out with radiation and then the surgery. I don't know, but it wasn't the same layout that I did. So like I said, everybody's body is different. Okay. After radiation was done, I'm trying to piggyback and think of how everything else was. So those were the main 3 treatments that I had to do. I started with chemo. I had my lumpectomy, which in medical terms is a partial mastectomy. That's how they have to put it on the papers in order for insurance to cover it. So after that was done, then I did the radiation. That was my main 3 treatments, or heavy treatments, I call it, that I had to do. Now, guys, only thing I'm doing is taking my oral pills. The 2 pills that I take daily are letrozole, and that is the anti-estrogen pill. That's the one that gives me muscle stiffness. When I say muscle stiffness, it's like I am 80 years old getting out of the bed first thing in the morning. What I do, I try to stretch my arms and stuff and stretch my legs out and stuff before my feet even hit the floor in the mornings. If I don't do that, I'm kind of like tiptoeing out of the bed, like an old person, God. I was like, oh my God. And my nurse practitioner had told me that. She said, Nakia, once you start this medicine, she said, it's going to make you feel like you're 80 years old. I was like, oh man. And now I see what she's saying. So stretching, I need to get me a, like one of those exercising mats that you do when you do your stretches and stuff on the floor. I need to get me one of those. If it takes me to set my alarm maybe 10 or 15 minutes prior to me getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. If I can set it for like 5:45, come in here and just stretch before I even begin my day. That probably would help a lot. But even while I'm sitting here, when I get up out of this chair, I'm going to be stiff. That's just how it is. There are other medications that I can take. There's letrozole, there's anastrozole, and there's something else. There are 3 different kinds, but they all give you muscle stiffness. So I kind of want to switch to something else. And then again, if it's going to give me the same effects, then I might as well just continue what I've been using. I don't know. So I take letrozole. I have to take 1 pill a day. This new pill that I've been on for, I will say, it's been 2.5 months now. This is called Verzenio. It is approved by the FDA, and this is the one to prevent the C word from ever coming back. I'm sorry, I have to be on the letrozole for 5 years, but this Verzenio, I only have to be on it for 2. When I first started Verzenio, it was a 50 milligram pills, and I have to take it 1 in the morning and 1 at night. So the 50 milligram, it was good. I didn't have any side effects. This 100 milligram, I just started actually last week. This is a therapeutic level. So this is where they say the main side effect for this medication is diarrhea. Now, I'm not trying to gross anybody out or, be giving y'all TMI or anything, but this is life. This is my life as of right now. When I first started taking those pills last week, being that they are at the therapeutic level, yes, that diarrhea hit me hard. Thankfully, I was here at home the first time. I had to use the restroom before I left to go to work. I was like, oh Lord, can I make it through the day? So I managed to go to work. I was feeling okay. But when you know something is about to happen when you feel your stomach, it's like you got the bubble guts. I was like, oh Lord. But I pressed through. I got to work. It settled down. And then I think it was after I had lunch. And it started up again. So I did get a chance to make it to the bathroom. Excuse me. It's not like, it's oozing out. It's watery or anything like that. I mean, it does allow me time to get to the bathroom, which I'm so thankful for. It does give me time to go to the bathroom and everything, but it's just the way it makes your stomach feel. But other than that, guys, I'm fine. I mean, that just happened that one particular day. And I think what also triggers it is what kind of foods I'm eating. Definitely spicy foods. I used to love my hot wings. Oh my God. And I still do. Excuse me. But I got some from KFC the other day. And I don't know if they've changed the recipe, but I cannot eat that chicken. So I said, okay. And that's what made me use the restroom that day. So I was like, okay, I hear you, Lord. No more spicy foods for me. And I love my hot wings, but it's okay. So Verzenio, letrozole are the main 2 pills that I have to take for this. When you see me do this, I don't want to say the word. I'll just say C. But as of right now, guys, I'm feeling fine. Stiffness is about the only issue that I have a problem with. I could be at work. When I'm waiting for my patients to arrive, I'm sitting down, relaxing. When I get up out of that chair to document my patient that's coming in, it's like I'm taking baby steps. I'm like, oh my God. So I have to kick my legs out, it's like you jump started a car. But I'm just thankful I can sit here and laugh about it instead of crying. Now, guys, I do have my moments. And I'm allowed to have my moments. But I don't want to lie in it, Because for one, I do not want to get depressed. And for 2, I do not want to be on no more any medication. Because right now, I'm taking enough, which I think is enough. Because I take those 2 pills along with my lisinopril. Blood pressure is doing excellent, by the way. So hopefully, when I see my PCP next month, hopefully he might take me off. And when I had my labs drawn about 2 weeks ago, they noticed that my vitamin D was kind of low. Your vitamin D is supposed to be at least 30, and mine is 9. So I have to take my vitamin D every day. I have two kinds of vitamin D. The vitamin D3, of course, I can purchase over the counter. But the other vitamin D is 50,000 units. That's the one that I take once a week. And the vitamin D3, I take once a day. So I know every Wednesday I have to take the one that I take weekly, because that's when I started it last week. So I got everything laid out of how I take my meds. I got everything on a schedule. So I'm doing pretty good about taking them on a regular basis. If I forget to take one of my Verzineos, they told me just to forget that one. Just make sure I take the other one during that day. Don't ever, take two at one time. As you can see, my nails are doing great. These are mine. The last video, it just clicked off on my TV actually, so I happened to glance over there. My nails were so brittle. They were chipping and breaking, but now, guys, they are perfectly strong. So I'm assuming that the actual chemo is completely out of my body now. My doctor did tell me that I'm allowed to get under the hair dryer now, because, as my hair is coming back, sometimes I like to just mold my hair down with the mousse and just sit under the dryer. But I wanted to get a little bit fuller in the top so I can be able to do that. But right now, I just get up in the mornings and I just put leave-in conditioner on it and, kind of wave the sides down a little bit. Just something to look presentable. As you can see, my eyebrows are not completely all the way in. I never had thick eyebrows anyway. So they are trying to come back. They say your brows and your lashes are the last two things to normally really come all the way in. So I'm just patiently waiting. Trying to see if there's anything else that I can hit on before I end this video. I'm already at 17 minutes. But guys, I really wanted to come on here and let you guys know that I am blessed. I am thankful to even be here. I don't want to keep saying that because I'm going to cry, but this has really been a journey. I do have my moments. I used to say I have my good days and my bad days, but now I'm saying I have my moments. I can be at work. Lord, I have the sweetest patience. And they're one of the reasons why I continue every day to just get up and go to work. I love my patients. You come in and they just encourage me to just keep on going. And that's what I'm going to do. So I think I'm cool now. So my patients, along with my family, and you guys, this is mainly, I don't want to come on here and just pretend like everything's good, because everything isn't good. But I know every day or every moment has something good in it. So that's what I'm trying to, keep saying in my head over and over. I've always been a positive person. I want to continue to be a positive person. But every now and then we are entitled to have our moments. And so it hits me sometimes. And, I will cry, because, when you cry, your tears are prayers. When you can't speak, they are prayers to God. So, I dwell in that for a little bit, just to get it out, of my system. And then I pray. And then it's like nothing has ever happened. So guys, I hope this video is inspiring for someone who is actually going through this like I am. Or if you know someone who is going through this, please guys, share this video, because this can brighten someone's day. Every day is a blessing that I wake up. there are things that I really want to accomplish in year 2026, and I'm going to accomplish it. I know that my health is going to allow me to accomplish those things. So I don't want to keep dragging out this video. I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that I'm doing great. And I'm continuing to do great. I have picked up some pounds, but from all the things that I've been through, I'm allowed to pick up a few pounds, Actually, it's not that bad. I'm just at the weight I was prior to all of this happening. So, my husband can cook. He can throw down in the kitchen. So, excuse me, he's always been a great cook. As you know, guys, I don't really cook that often. I might cook maybe once a month, but it's okay. I mean, he has my back. But when I do cook, I cook really well. But anyway, guys, hopefully I will be able to put out some more content. I know I got some great things coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm not going to spoil it, but I will get on here and let you guys know about that soon. But until then, guys, my motto: be blessed and be safe. Love you guys.